And Brandon Cutler, earlier this year, suffering that fractured orbital bone. It might be another fracture for him after that kick by Nick Jackson. It's a refracture. He might have lost some teeth. Oh! Right elbow strike. Nick Jackson rolls up Danielson 2-0.
I mean, Brock Lesnar is such a. It don't even really matter no more.
They drafted Drew McIntyre to SmackDown. So I was like, well, I mean, I think it was smart drafting Drew McIntyre to SmackDown because it's just, for me, he's done everything he could on Raw. He carried Raw throughout the whole entire Thunderdome era. So, I mean, he's done everything he could on Raw. I would have drafted Bobby Lashley to SmackDown too, but I know that's not going to happen because they're probably going to continue with this storyline with him and Big E. The New Day is out of the equation because they got drafted tonight to SmackDown, so they won't be on Raw. Who else was drafted? Rey Mysterio and his son is drafted to Raw, and Edge. So,
well, what do you think about that match? You think it was a pretty good match?
It's still going for me. It's still going on for me. He just tapped out. Okay, now I can say how I feel about that match. That was a good match.
Didn't I tell you the Young Bucks was good though?
Yeah, when they're not silly, they're good. When they act silly, I'd be like, okay, you turning me off now. But when they're not silly, just like with Kenny Omega, when he's not silly, and he had one hell of a match with Bryan Danielson last week on Dynamite. So, but like I always say, I don't think any of these people are bad people. I just, sometimes their wrestling style might not always, connect with me, and that's okay. But I respect them as, people because they're just wrestlers and they just have characters on TV. Well, some of them, and some of them, this is who they are outside the ring and inside the ring. Did he come out with the Impact World title? Or this another Rampage where we don't see him with the Impact World Championship?
An incredible way to kick off the 60 minutes of professional wrestling, AEW Rampage. And now let's hear from Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook of Team 10. So everyone check it out. The FTW champion, Absolute special message. My favorite person. Hey, Cage. Hey, Cage. What's up, chump?
Yeah.
They just dragging this out with Cage. Hey, I haven't seen Cage on TV lately, so I heard that Adam Page is going to be returning soon.
Yeah, to win the belt.
Yeah, he's supposed to be returning soon, so that'll be huge for AEW. And he's the person that I feel like can beat Kenny Omega, and he should beat Kenny Omega for the belt. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't have Daniel Bryan, who just came in, jumped in front of the headline, and win the belt. Not saying that wouldn't, him winning the belt wouldn't be cool. It would be cool, but right now it's too early for Daniel Bryan to win any championship. So I think just having him continue to just have these great matches and even great storyline. Eventually, obviously, he's going to be a champion. So hopefully, we can see more
Yeah.
the Forbidden Door with the with Impact and AEW. So I don't know. I mean, we gotten Christopher Daniels, who's a AEW head of talent relations. He made his return to Impact last week. Had a great match last night. So you know, I'm happy to see more people come through that door, even though he really didn't have to knock on the Impact Wrestling door because he helped build that company, so he could just come right on in.
Yeah.
If you think about it, he could just come right on in. You know.
Harry recalls brought a big show and big promises. 7 years later, the factory's still empty. What Appomattox needed was jobs.
Man, now what's the name wants to stay, and Impact.
Who? W
Morrissey.
Morrissey.
Yeah.
If I was Impact, I would say, okay, let's sign this guy. He proved himself to be reliable and keep himself in shape and stay on the straight path, narrow path, So why not sign it, give him that contract, sign. He said he wants to be a world champion. That's one of his goals. Well, that's his original goal anyway.
Yeah.
And he said that he wants to basically make Impact just as big, if not bigger, than AEW or WWE. And I think he's the guy. I think, well, he's one of the guys that can help do that for Impact.
Well, he brings credibility to the roster.
Yeah.
Drink what your mama oh, this world's a little crazy.
Him and Moose is doing pretty good with Eddie and Sammy. Well, he's injured now, so he's out of the equation.
Yeah.
Now, here's a theory that I came up with, and I don't know, you might disagree, you might agree, but I think if they continue this up to Bound for Glory with Eddie Edwards and W. Morrissey and Moose, if they keep this up until Bound for Glory, and we said that Braun for Glory is coming soon, Eddie Edwards is going to need someone to even up the odds. So wouldn't it make sense to add Braun Strowman to the equation since W. Morrissey said he wanted to face Braun Strowman in Impact if he came?
I think it's gonna be Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, it might. I don't know. I mean, I think Buddy Murphy should be in the X Division picture. But if it is, I'm fine either way it is. I was just thinking maybe
You
Braun
know, Buddy
Strowman.
Murphy is not 205 no more.
I don't know. I
That
mean,
motherfucker
well,
240.
I mean, some of some of the guys recently that won the X Division champion haven't been
Yeah,
205.
Activision has no limit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Samoa Joe was like, what, 275?
Yeah.
And then he won the belt.
But now
Kevin Nash, 7 feet, 315 pounds. He won the belt.
Abyss won the X Division championship.
What is next for CM Punk in all elite wrestling? Does not seem like we're going to have
Well,
to wait very long.
ladies and gents, it's that time of the night.
This is the favorite
It's
part
the
of the show.
AEW Botch game. No sponsors. So, this is the point of the broadcast
I moved it to
that
my phone,
we
so I might be a
find
couple.
botches in the match
Uh-huh.
and we point them out. And if there is no botches, no, I don't take a sip of the drink. Damn, Jay Cutler got a fat ass. She's sexy. She is sexy though.
She kind of look like she kind of looks like Bianca Belair.
Not really.
Well, I'm not talking about body, but I'm just talking about in the
No, I'm talking
face.
about face too.
In the face, she kind of. I said she kind of. I said she does now. She kind of looks like.
They cannot stop hyping Nala. I know there's gonna be a botch in this match now. I know this shit is gonna be a botch. Nyla Rose is in this match.
You said I know it's gonna be
She
a
has
botch.
not got better.
uh, I like the way Thunder Rosa just drop kicked her off the apron. By the way, this was a few weeks ago that
I know who
happened.
won this match too. I'm not gonna
Thunder
say it
Rosa.
until after the match.
Well, isn't it obvious who it is? Who's going to be the
Who's that
winner?
won? Who is that won?
Thunder Rosa, man.
Oh, okay. We'll find out at the end of the match.
It's not going to be Jade Cargill or the native beast, Nyla Rose.
She loves to battle. She loves to grind and train. We're seeing it right now. Swing and a miss by Nyla and Jade. Oh.
You know, a local medical facility would be in handy for these botches.
I'm waiting for these botches to happen too.
Sends Rosa back to the corner. You got to see right now if you're Thunder Rosa. I was going to say you got to try and get a reversal going or something. There you go. That's it. That's what she needs. Back elbow. Thunder Rosa is fighting against the odds here. Uh-oh. Diving cross body. Nyla. Look at the strength. Look at the strength. Tremendous pitch by Nyla. Nyla looking to make a quick end. 1, 2. No. Jade breaks it up. Excellent job by Jade.
Should Nyla be in the women's division?
Once the match, once a pinfall happens, that's it.
I'm not going to answer that.
I was setting you up, won't I?
Yeah, you trying to set me up. She's in the right division, but I mean, she just didn't work on not botching so much. I even gave her a compliment that she was better than Nia Jax, but now she's starting to, you know, I'm starting to take that back.
I can see some resemblance to Bianca with Jade.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually think Jade is prettier in the face.
Yeah.
Like I usually don't like women that's that fit like that, but she is so pretty that she can get away with it.
Ooh, that drop kick though.
Was that a bot?
Kick. No.
Okay.
I watched the Rhodes, whatever the hell they call that show. I watched their little reality show.
I liked it.
It's better than watching Ms. and Mrs. on the USA Network. This
I like
is
the
way
behind
better.
the scenes stuff.
This is way better.
Bro, Ricky Starks looked like he was about to cry, bro.
You say you look
I don't blame him because all that work you put in, you're getting the push and get hurt like that, and then you gotta be on the shelf
Right.
for like 4 or 5 months at least.
I'm worried about Brian Cage right now. I haven't seen him in it feel
He's
like
hurt.
months.
He's hurt.
I didn't know that. I thought they just didn't have nothing for him.
Uh-uh. He's hurt.
Now, when he gets off the shelf, do you think he'll? What do you think he'll be doing? Which is probably most obvious that he's probably going to be back in the feud with Team Taz along with Punk.
Yeah.
I think that's most likely his future
I mean,
right
we don't
now.
have enough shows for him.
If he does decide to leave AEW, where will he go? Because the WWE said they're not going to sign anymore, which I know is a bunch of bullshit. They're not
Yeah.
going to sign anymore, independent wrestlers, indie wrestlers.
Yeah.
So, will he go there? He's past 30, early 30s. He's like, I think maybe
Yeah.
36 or 37. So they're looking for a younger guy, someone like Brian Breaker. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The only option would be to go back to Impact, but what would he do there?
Well, he would be a I like that new belt idea, man.
The
That belt.
digital Impact
Yeah.
Digital Championship.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. I know a lot of people
We should
had,
give it to Jordan Grace.
yeah, because they're not going to put the tag team title belts back on Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering for a while. I know that. I don't know. Bound for Glory. I definitely see the Iconics coming in and taking those tag team title belts from Rosemary and Havoc. If they are the tag team champions by that time,
Yeah.
I think that their best bet should have been just putting the belt on Madison Rain and Tennille Dashwood. That would actually have been more entertaining.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Knockouts and Knockdown is next Friday,
Yeah.
October 9th. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We shall see.
Oh, she brought a garbage can in. ECW, ECW. Everybody just starts chanting that. Every time you see a garbage can in the ring, you just hear
I
the
haven't seen
chants.
a botch. These women are putting on a good match, though.
I feel like Nyla finds her sweet spot when she's in control.
Now, at the end of this match, will we say that this is probably one of our favorite, or this is probably one of the best matches, women matches in AEW in a while? Will we say
No.
that? Okay. I'm just saying we could.
Serena D versus what is her name?
If not best, decent.
Yeah, this is a pretty good. I don't see nothing wrong with this match.
As that hold on properly too, I noticed that.
Now, if it was Ruby Soho versus Thunder Rosa, then maybe that'd be a little. Maybe we could say that. Maybe we could say that.
Very opportunistic.
Well, we know Thunder Rosa can wrestle. She looks good. She's pretty. Got a nice body. She can talk. So she has all the attributes of a good female wrestler or any wrestler.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nyla seemed a bit grabby with real grab ass with Thunder a little bit. That last move looked kind of like, what was that about? That was not her legs.
You're
That was
ridiculous.
the middle of her booty.
Look, he's trying to put me on the spot, y'all. He's trying to.
I'm not. No, I'm just looking. Got nothing to do with that. I'm just saying. I seen males do that too. I was like, whoa, what are they doing?
He put it through the table. I literally just want to start chanting ECW right now. I want to chant this.
Nah, when what's your name brung out that chair with the barbed wire? That's when you chant ECW.
The chair across the spine. Jade Cargill is battering Thunder Rosa.
I didn't know this was a no DQ match.
Yeah, most triple threat matches are going to be no DQ.
And now Jade covers and gets the win.
So it was a Thunder Rosa that was.
It was what?
So it was a Thunder Rosa that was going to win. It was Jade Cargill. Okay. Or should I just call her Storm?
With her fine ass.
I'll just call her Storm for now. Storm for now on.
Red Velvet was like a pussy, won't she? She was like, oh, you slapped me too hard. I didn't think she hit her that hard.
Storm. Storm has won.
Why are they still having this feud? He done beat him like 3 times. And all his family members.
Yeah.
He done beat him, all his family members. There's nothing left. He's not beat him once. Beat him twice.
It's one thing left. Cody has to win. Unfortunately.
Didn't I tell you? Chapter. Didn't I tell you? This is what I tell you. Cody has to get his W.
I know, but this is what he's been doing. This is what he's been doing every time someone debuts or somebody he faces. This is going to be the end result, you know. Now I will say this is probably one of his first storylines that he has not won the first time, and for the first time he lost twice.
It is the first time he's not won.
Yeah,
all his storylines.
Yeah, this is the first time he's not won at the beginning.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
it's not the first time he got beat. It's not the first time he got beaten by somebody. Now, I will say that, because he got beaten by Brody Lee, right? At least one or twice.
Yeah, he got beat real bad by Brody Lee, but he was hurt. That's why. Every time he goes to do something, a show, TV show, or something like that, where he has to leave for a little bit, yeah, he'll drop the belt. But when it's something like,
as soon as he got an opportunity to come back, he came right back. He came right back and took the belt back. I was like, and then he lost it to Darby Allin. So
Miro had the most exciting reign. Miro's reign was pretty good, man.
Yeah, I was excited. Like I remember I kept saying this, like he was like a lion. It's like this is completely different. Obviously, it's a completely different him because he's in a company where he wants to be himself. This is who he is. He's a lion, you know. he's a freaking monster, and this is where he should have been in the other company. But we know what happens when you are in the hands of a 70 what 6 77 year old billionaire who just is out of touch.
Yeah.
So you know but yeah, he's this is the best I've ever seen of Miro. you know and it's not that he was a bad wrestler. He's never been a bad wrestler. It's just every time he gotten over with the fans in the other company, they shut it down.
Yeah.
So he's over. No one is shutting him down. They realize the value. This is, like I said, this is probably the best version of him. He's not Rusev anymore. It's not Rusev. This is Miro. Like I said before, a completely different person, obviously. And hey, hopefully somewhere down the line, he becomes the AEW World Champion. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Ain't nothing better than sharing a beer with your friends. Congratulations, Sandy Guevara, and what is next for you, my friend?
Oh, next week on Dynamite,
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara versus
Bobby Fish.
MLW star Bobby Fish.
Yeah.
I guess MLW is smarter than Ring of Honor and actually took the opportunity to come to the good forbidden door. He's brought back the old TNT Championship.
They just moved the Good Brothers on out. They ain't even on the show next week, are they?
No. If they are, they're probably going to be back up. I'm surprised they won on tonight. That's awesome. That's going to be awesome. Oh, two mystery opponents?
So angry that you put Jack Allen's hair on the line. And he didn't seem very happy about it either.
Okay, so the Joker is the mystery opponent.
What are you talking about, Mark?
So this is another big signee?
It was Jack Evans' brilliant brainchild.
It's gonna be Leo Rush, probably.
Yeah, because he is signed. They just announced he was signed yesterday with them. So yeah, he's all elite officially.
I don't know that motherfucker. I felt like he was trying to sell me an infomercial on a good investment. I didn't know what. I was like, what the fuck am I watching, bro? I like this.
I would love for him to do some in the X division, do some stuff in the X division. I feel like he would have been great, but we'll see what they do with him in AEW. You never know. He might be Sammy Guevara's next storyline.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Yeah.
Isn't this a hair versus hair match?
Yeah. Now this is old school. That's an old school concept.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this match.
The last one I seen was Pentagon versus Sami Callihan.
Yeah, an Impact. Yeah. What pay-per-view was that? Wasn't that
was that in Toronto?
Slammiversary?
It was at Rebel too, which is a great facility. It was great on TV.
Wasn't that Slammiversary? or was that Bound for Glory? No, that wasn't Bound for Glory.
No, it was
It was
Slammiversary.
Slammiversary. Yeah.
But to be honest with you, don't you think it's kind of unfair that Jack has longer hair than OC? You know what I'm saying? More loose. Yeah. Very more. But I mean, it was Matt Hardy that put Jack out his hair on the line. I should make the dream like this Russell Robinson.
I thought it was gonna be
Jack
back.
Evans was in Lucha Underground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember him wrestling on the Impact versus Lucha Underground show at WrestleMania weekend on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
That shit got like 30,000 views. 30,000 people watching at the same time.
Yeah.
There was a lot
That
of people
was
watching that one.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, that whole weekend was hilarious. Watching OVE. I go back and I still watch it. Because it was
Yeah.
hilarious. Walking the streets of New Orleans, singing,
Do
dropping like it's hot.
do you do you go back and like look at the go back and watch like the old TNA days? Like um I know for me, I like to go back and watch 2007, 8, and 9 because I felt like those were definitely the best 3 years. 2006 was okay.
Mhm.
2005 they were getting away from the NWA TNA ordeal, and you know,
Yeah.
um, man, I loved those three years of Impact. Um, 2010, despite what everybody says, was pretty big for TNA too. But the thing was, they made a bad decision when they tried to go head to head on the same night with Raw. That
Guess
kind
what
of,
though? They drew 2.1 million people.
yeah,
If you would look at it right now, they would beat Monday Night Raw.
yeah,
Monday Night Raw drew 1.9 million this week.
right, right,
AEW drew 1.2.
yeah.
So there you
Do,
go.
do you think Impact can ever get back up to that time, or do you think they even need to be?
I think they can get a million.
Because
There's room for it.
I just think if they, and it's not like Anthem
Oh,
is,
it's coming.
it's
I'm
not
letting
like,
you know already.
well, I know that's what I was about to get to.
It's gonna go from that 150, 200 range
Yeah, because I'm
pretty
telling people,
fast
I'm
to
telling
like five
people,
and 600,000.
right? I'm telling
And then
people
it
we
might
gotta.
get gain more momentum.
I keep telling people we got some big signees coming up. Not just that,
Four of them.
not just that, but
Four of them.
we still haven't heard the news about Access TV and the big distribution deal. So that is yet to even be announced. So
Do you
just
know? Did you? Well, it's something with that belt.
so you think the big distribution deal is some have to do with the belt?
Hmm.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. It, I told you though. I said as soon as we get done with Victory Road, Bound for Glory, leading up to Bound for Glory, it's going to have a whole bunch of announcements and all that stuff, and there's going to be some more surprises and good stuff they're going to
Okay,
announce.
who are the four people I'm counting on my finger? Well, one's the tag team.
Well, I
But
already said the tag team, who the tag
who's the
team
tag
was.
team?
Is it far as male or female?
Come on, well, you should know.
Because I mean, I kind of
Who
said
is the
two.
only
I
tag
kind of
team
said
out there?
two.
Who's
For
the only tag team out there
I
as
said
far as
two.
star power? As
Well, I'm
far
talking
as
about as far as like, because there's going to be more than one tag team. There's going to be two for male and female, in my opinion. I know
okay, who are they?
the male tag team, okay, is going to be Bullet Club. I forgot their names, but it's going to be
Kamataga and
yeah,
yeah.
It's going to be those two, and then the Iconics. In my opinion, I feel like they're going to show
They're
up at
gonna show up
Jungle.
at the end. You think the end of that the whoever wins that match next week.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah, I think everybody's gonna show up at BFG, or
Yeah,
if not the BFG, the tapings.
yeah. Now the other three, I know who you're talking about. Bray
Okay,
Wyatt,
who's
Bray
the other?
Wyatt, Braun Strowman, and Buddy Murphy.
Okay, and who is the other tag team? You didn't name them.
The Young Bucks. No, I did name the other tag team. I said the Iconics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, because everybody's saying, based off from what they saw from Dynamite, because I don't know why fans are like this. They think that Bray Wyatt was going to sign with AEW when he's still in his 90-day non-compete clause.
I already
He
made the connection to where, well, Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman are super close.
yeah,
Braun Strowman is Bray Wyatt's son,
Godfather. Yeah,
godfather.
yeah.
Why? And then why would you go somewhere else? Like I've been saying, where it's
Yeah,
it's
well, I
just
mean, if
nowhere
you
room. I don't care how big of a star you are. It's
if
still look how they.
but and
I'm,
this is where I want to say to people that they've been talking trash about Impact, and they don't think Impact can pull those guys in. Well,
no,
that
I hear them in the forums when they are the comment section saying Impact doesn't have any money, and then someone that's smart enough realizes and says they'll read the comment section and they'll respond back. Why would a $1 billion company not have any money?
right. I said they're owned by another company which is a sports and entertainment company, and they distribute a lot of stuff. They have their hands in a lot of stuff. So, Anthem Sports has a lot of money. They're a
Yeah, they
billion
own
dollar
two TV
company.
stations.
Right. So I said they
But
have
yeah,
a
well,
lot of,
actually, they own three. That
yeah.
one channel that was on Impact was on.
That
Actually, they own four.
the Hun channel. I know what
HD
you're talking
Net
about.
Movies, the Hunt, that one channel,
The Hun channel, yeah.
and then they own Access TV, and they own
And
the
Fight
Fight
TV.
Fight Network
Yeah.
in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many stations does WWE and AEW own?
Zero.
Actually, no. Let's do this question: How many of all the wrestling promotions own their own TV station?
Zero.
Only one company owns it. Owns their own shit.
You ain't
So
lying
there you
about that.
go.
And I think people forgot that you got Steve Harvey, and then you got another big name who are investors in the
Yeah, Mark Cuban.
yeah. So those names right there should tell you yourself. It's a lot of money flowing in.
I think these guys have wrestled before too. Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans.
Yeah, I
I think they
mean,
wrestled on Indies.
yeah, that's what I was about to say too. A lot of these matches I've kind of seen before on the indies, but they actually are obviously better because they're on a bigger stage.
No, my audio is off. Is your audio off?
No, mine's on.
No. I mean, like it's delayed. It's lacking.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my audio's lacking for some reason. Could be my TV I have it set up on game.
Matt Hardy he would have just been better off staying in WWE.
Who?
Matt Hardy. Oh. At least
Yeah.
he's been tag team partners with his brother. That's what he
Special
wants.
shout out to Caleb with a K for having Chris Statlander as his girlfriend, because that girl. Oh, gosh, man.
I got a question since you brought that. Do you think she'll be in AEW for a very long time, or you think okay? Because I know some people's like, they feel like just because someone is married or
Nah, she gonna be
dating,
there for a long time.
and they're in separate companies, they feel like they have to be in the same company. And I
Mm-mm.
tell people that's not always the case.
No, not at all. Especially if you work for Impact, you can be
Right.
able to. He grew his hair out extra long, so it wouldn't hurt. See, that ain't a real. That ain't real. That shit is whack. Shit, Pentagon Jr. shaved Sammy's whole head. Shit, didn't Sammy shave Pentagon shaved and Phoenix shaved Sammy's whole head. Oh, here we go. There we go. There we go. You gotta shave the whole head. No, you know what? There's always a backstory to this.
Mm.
Usually they pay them a bonus when they get their head shaved. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would figure. Yeah, I mean, if you're cutting off my hair, yeah, you're gonna have to pay me bonus. Well, guys, I guess you don't see Bray Wyatt out there with the Dark Order. Do you see him? Is he in the crowd? I don't see him. Or you E fans that think he was gonna return to Extreme Rules and cost Alexa Bliss the match.
All right, that's it. That. All right.